In 2009, the United Nations has committed its unwavering support to a future where all indigenous people will enjoy peace, human rights, and well-being, and have responded to indigenous people demands welcoming them as a partner. But yet, until this day, we've seen a lot of discrimination throughout them. Start out from the fact that being part of indigenous is excited, we are most likely to suffer from violent crime and to higher unemployment and the weapon of rape. Over half of Native women have experienced sexual violence in their lifetime, and 38% were unable to receive victim services. There are circa 476 million indigenous people worldwide, of which approximately nearly 400 million indigenous people have low standard of health. Notwithstanding that they make up over 6% of global populations, but they account for about 15% of global population's extreme poor. Thus, over time, they are unable to convert that significantly greater earning. It's been 11 years since the UN released the State of the World's Indigenous People, ladies and gentlemen, and nothing have changed. The Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, also known by the Global Goals, were adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the land, the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. Since then, developing countries begin to advance their economic development rapidly one by one. However, there are a lot of problems to solve along with ongoing development efforts. One of them is the existence of indigenous people. The fear that it will threaten the existence of marginalized groups and environmental sustainability as the efforts of developing countries to massively increase. Let me give you for instance. Last year, the Human Rights Watch stated the Indonesian government has failed to protect the rights of indigenous peoples who have lost their traditional forests and livelihoods to oil palm plantations in West Kalimantan and Jambi provinces. The loss of forests occurs on a massive scale and is associated with global climate change. When they lost the forest, they lost everything and can mean losing life. That doesn't just happen in Indonesia. There are a lot of cases related to the exploitations of indigenous communities. A lot of non-indigenous targeting native land in the Philippines. They've been forced to leave their homes and are being told they need to give up their lands for their goods, selling out to the corporations and destroying the mountains and forests. Another one, about 8 million indigenous people in India are in danger of being evicted from the lands that their ancestors have lived in for millennia. The background of this injustice because the Supreme Court ruling that rights rushed over the rights of India's indigenous people. For the goals to be met, everyone needs to do their actions, their part of this. Start from the government, the private sector, civil society, and the general public. The government can start by strengthening governments and look after more for indigenous peoples, improving the security of land tenure, and supporting indigenous systems for resilience and livelihoods are critical to reducing the multidimensional aspects of poverty they face while contributing to the global goals. Show compassion, stand up against racism, exclusion, discrimination, and injustice. Start fundraising campaigns to support the goals, such as donate your money, donate your skills, and create challenges. Reduce your general waste and your environmental footprints. Volunteering with a company volunteering with a company can increase your impact and is a great way to build your skills. Join an organization. Stop doing the many things that cause more harm than good. Connect with others and trying to create changes. And also host regional and global forums to exchange experiences and share information using technology and social media to connect rural populations with the government. It will make it possible for communities to coordinate at the national levels and engage in conversations at the international level. Stay informed and speak up. I think it's wonderful that everyone is different in their own way and have a variety of skills that others may not know how to do, which you can pass it on to others. It all started with proper education to enable people to make the right choices. Times are changing and social education brings the goals into schools and having children to role play them. Technology can play a role both in providing information but also practical help people's life. Open your eyes, your ears, your mouth, say the words you have to say, listen to the voices, look around you. It's time for us to make a change. Every action counts and every single person on this earth can empower another human being. We should be able to express our opinion online and most people don't, as it can be seen as is it problematic or not safe. The truth is, we all have voice and a role to play in educating others around us. It's never too late to educate yourself, others, and make a change. Raise your voice. Don't just sit there and do nothing. It's time for us to make a change. Step out of what society expects you to do. We are the change. Fight for what is right. The future is in our hands. By doing so, changes will happen and no one will be left behind. I would like to close my speech with a poem called As Long As by Paulus Otzi. As long as we have water where the fish can swim, as long as we land, as long as we have lands where the reindeer can graze, as long as we have woods where a wild animal can hide, we are safe on this earth. When our homes are gone and our land destroyed, then where are we to be? Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ferdinda Davinka, and this concludes my speech. Please forgive me if I made any mistake. I appreciate your attention. May God bless us forever. Thank you and have a good day.